The No Fate channel? Checking in. And I want to know right off the bat, are you salty AF? Because today I'm going to be reviewing two brand new flavors on one of the leading hydration packets out there, LMNT. Boom! We're going to be reviewing their watermelon and their unflavored. If you're not familiar with Element hydration packets, well, you're in luck. Today we're going to go over them because on this series I just review supplements on every episode to help you decide if it's right for your fitness goals, your health needs, and most importantly, your hard-earned money. Now, in a previous episode, I reviewed eight of their flavors, LMNT hydration packets, but they got two brand new ones, watermelon and unflavored. So we're going to do a complete, quick breakdown review, and then we're going to go into the taste test to help you decide if this is going to be right to hydrate you. And if you're one of those people that needs their hydration, comment below what you're using to hydrate. I know there's so many of you who are real men and women working outside all day long, sweating like crazy. Some of you are on ketogenic diets. Some of you are on paleo diets. Some of you are on like OMAD diets, and you've got to get your electrolytes in without getting all those carbs in. So this is going to be right for you, at least in theory. Let's go over it. No sugar, no gluten, no dodgy ingredients. Paleo, keto friendly, vegan friendly. They've got tons of flavors. We're going to go over them. They've got mango chili, lemon habanero. I've tried both of those. They're ridiculously strong. And for many of you that like to mix your margaritas or you like a little bit of a hair of the dog in the morning, that's really what the purpose is. You mix them in with your favorite adult beverages and you kind of kill that hangover before it even starts. Also, they have chocolate salt. And I reviewed that one in cold water. You don't want to review it in cold water. It doesn't taste good. It's meant to be mixed in with like a coffee or a cocoa. And again, to get that hydration in, but it mixes a lot better in a hot beverage of choice. Also, they've got orange salt, which is pretty good. They've got raspberry salt, which is to date my favorite as far as the flavoring goes. Then they have citrus salt, which is more of your basic lemon hydration package that does the job just right. And now they've got watermelon salt and unflavored raw. We're going to get into it. Let's go. The founding story of LMT. I struggled with health issues for decades until I found a low-carb diet that worked best for me, but I just couldn't get my fitness to the next level. My coaches, Tyler and Lewis, told me to get more salt, and that is true. So many people don't realize how important salt is, especially if you're sweating out a ton, or if you're just drinking a ton of fluids, you have to make sure that you're putting back in those minerals in here. When I listened, everything changed. I had more energy, slept better, felt better, my brain functioned to new levels. After spending years meticulously mixing electrolyte home brews, LMT was born, a tasty electrolyte drink mixed with lots of salt and no sugar or junk. I hope LMT can do as much for you as it does for me. Stay salty. And that's from Rob Wolf and the LMNT team. Now, I actually bought these myself, and we'll go over the pricing later in the video, so I have no affiliation with these guys. So let's quickly talk about taste, okay? These things are super salty. They don't mess around with salt. Let's quickly go over the ingredients. 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of magnesium, no sugar added, and only 2 carbs per whole packet. So if you're on a paleo, if you're on a keto diet, that's really where you want to go. Now, as far as mixing these, okay, when I did these the first time, I mixed them in a 16-ounce glass of water. You can't see this packet, but it tells you how to mix these. If you want it salty AF, you do 16 ounces minimum for a whole packet. That's going to make it so salty. That's like you've got a hangover and you just need to flush that system out ASAP. You mix this with 16 ounces of water. 24 ounces of water, it says it's saltier. And then my preference is 32 ounces of water. That's just salty, okay? So what's great about these is that you actually can mix a half a packet and you're still going to get all the salty flavor and hydration that you probably could handle, and you'll still have an extra half a packet to go. As you can see, I kind of did that already. Preferably, I like to go 32 ounces of water per packet. I just find the flavor is still very, very strong, not lacking at all, but it tends to allow me to drink it throughout the day. This is a very loaded hydration packet as far as the potassium and the sodium goes, as well as that ever important magnesium. So let's let's get into taste testing this, and then let's talk about the cost and decide if this is right for you. So the convenience factor of these is that you can buy a box of these, you can pack them anywhere, in the car, in your office, trunk, travel bag, gym bag, and they do tear just by your hand. And again, there's so much, these things actually have to, whoa, it's like a smelling salt in here. So I'm gonna carefully pour it in. We're gonna go a whole packet of watermelon. Yeah, it's still strong. Even at 32 ounces of water, it's still very, very salty. Okay, so very much like their other flavors, you need to understand there's no carbohydrates, there's no not a ton of artificial flavors in here. So for those of you that are used to like a Propel or maybe a liquid IV with regards to hydration where you're getting a ton of sugar or the flavoring is just, it's all flavoring. This is more all salt, okay? So you get that flavor, but you really get that powering salt feeling. It's definitely made for those of you that are looking to rehydrate. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You athletes, the flavoring is good, but it's not going to be that overpowered artificial flavoring that we tend to get used to because a lot of the stuff that's on the market that's sold to us. As far as the watermelon goes, it is not a natural watermelon. It's more of like your watermelon, your artificial watermelon, like your watermelon Jolly Rancher. But again, it's not a strong flavoring of watermelon. It's like a hint of watermelon. It's there, but you're getting a lot of that salt that's going to overpower any flavor that's in there. Overall, watermelon is probably at the top 4 of their list. I will still say raspberry salt is, for me, my favorite overall. As far as the unflavored, I already tried out one of these, and I will say it's pretty good. What's nice about getting the raw is that you can mix it with anything. You can mix it with water, and it's basically going to make your water just taste salty AF. Or you can mix it with your favorite typical beverage. Getting the raw allows a lot of versatility. If you tend to make a lot of mixed drinks because you're an adult and you like to take part in adult beverages, this is a good way to throw this in, get a little bit of a salty kick in that margarita of choice or whatever you might be mixing, and help prevent some of that hangover that comes with it. Like their watermelon, again, raspberry salt number 1. I'm going to say watermelon is number 2, orange salt number 3. The habanero and the chili, the mango chili, you better be ready for some heat because that flavor absolutely is going to light your face on fire, like in a good way. But for some of you who like hot stuff, or for some of you who might be mixing some of your favorite beverages, that's something you might want to try out. Let's quickly get into the fate of the union. Now, the fate of the union is the end of the video where I just give you my 411, my thoughts on this product. Overall, this is a really good hydration product. If you're looking to rehydrate quickly, you've got a high level of convenience, tons of rehydration ingredients in here, and the flavoring, for most of the flavors, absolutely is right where you want it to be. Whether you're hungover, whether you're looking to drink something throughout the day, it's got a high level of versatility. As far as the cost, you're looking at above $1 per packet. The best way to try this out, which is what I did, is you can get all the sample packets on their website for $1 a packet because they want to get you in the door. So they sell like sample packets of everything. So you pay like $6, you get 6 samples, something like that. I'll put that link in the description. You can get this on Amazon. That link's going to be in the description, and you can get this on their LMNT.com website. I will say the price comes down if you buy the bigger bags and if you buy the subscription where it kind of shows up every 2 or 3 months. That's the great way to bring the price point down once you find a flavor to go with that is your go-to, or you can just keep getting the variety packs and just have at it. I will say the price point is in line with everything else that's out there. Are there better hydration products out there? There might be 1 or 2, but this one is, man, top of the top. I mean, as far as convenience, as far as the price is right where it should be, and as far as what they're not delivering in here. There's not a ton of sugar. There's no sugar, excuse me. There's only 2 grams of carbs. This is strong enough that you can split this in half and not feel like you're cheating yourself. And it's going to get the job done, high level of convenience. Overall, a really solid product. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I've got no relation. I paid for all these myself. And if you are doing keto, paleo, you're hungover, or you're just working out, training a ton, or if you're just going to be out in the sun all day like some of you real men and women are, this is something you might want to consider. How are you keeping yourself hydrated? Because the truth is, a lot of American society thinks that salt is bad for us, and that's so far from the truth. They think that salt raises your blood pressure, and that is only true temporarily and not in a bad way. Unless you already have super high blood pressure, it's not going to affect your health at all. And in fact, you want to make sure that your body is fully saltified. You want to make sure you're fully hydrated. And you just drinking water straight is good, but it's not great, because if you just overhydrate, you're just going to leach out all of the minerals throughout your urine. Okay, enough of that. If you came this far in the video, then you know what to do. Give this video a like. Hit that red subscribe button. And as usual, thank you so much for watching. If you've come this far, you and I are like band of brothers, man. We are tight because you made it to the end of the video. YouTube hates people cutting out these videos early. So here's what I'm going to do. Amazon.com, link is in the description. Click on that link and it helps me out. It takes a little bit of money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket. Takes a little bit of money out of his wife's pocket too. Ex-wife's pocket, puts it into my pocket. They're not going to miss it. I will appreciate it though. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.